Hey everyone, Ole from Search Realty here, your Toronto area real estate advisor. This month I want to talk to you about the market trends and things that are happening in the marketplace today. So the very first thing I want to cover is interest rates. You may have noticed that the Bank of Canada has raised the interest rates over the course of 2017 a couple of times, and we believe that they're going to continue to do so in 2018, albeit at a very slow but incremental pace. So if you're thinking of buying a home in 2018, what does that mean for you? Well, the longer you wait in 2018, the more it's going to cost you, the higher your interest rates, the higher your monthly payment is going to be. So maybe you want to think about locking in right now. And if you're thinking of doing that, please give me a call and I'll hook you up with our sister company, Search Mortgage, where we guarantee some of their best rates and terms out there. The next thing I want to cover today is the mortgage stress test that came into effect January 1st, 2018. And this affects all buyers, no matter how small or how large your down payment may be. So whether it's 5%, 10%, 20%, or even 50%, this applies to you. What does it mean? You're going to get a little less money this year than you could have only a few months back. So you have to be a little more diligent. You have to look for better deals and accept the reality that, if you could have got $800,000 back then, now you may only be getting $650,000 or $700,000, and that's just the reality of it. How does this affect sellers? Well, you got to keep in mind, if the buyers aren't getting as much money, maybe they can't afford the homes at the prices that we want to sell them at. So we have to be really diligent at the price points that we're putting them on the marketplace so that we can attract the buyers over the course of the next few months. Next thing I want to cover is what is going on in the marketplace. Are the prices going up or are the prices going down, as the media's got you believing? So let's take a look at the marketplace today, and the numbers provided are by the Toronto Real Estate Board, and they cover all of GTA. Now your specific areas may vary, but this is a general average for everything in GTA. So we're going to compare January 2017 to January 2018. So the first thing we're going to look at is sales. Last year we had 5,155 sales. This January we have 4,019 sales. That's a drop of 22%. Not quite the disaster that the media's got you believing. Remember, last January sales took off at record levels, unprecedented levels. And in fact, it was around that 22% that they did increase last year. So if you look at that and you take off the 22 this year, we're pretty well flat. Now listings, brand new listings on the marketplace. So last year in January we had 7,314 new listings. This year in January of 2018, we've got 8,585 listings. That's an increase of 17%, 17.4%. Huge increase. So what does that mean? The buyers are going to have many more choices to pick from. It means we're not going to see as many multiple offers because there are more homes on the marketplace. Now, the average sales price in 2017, January 2017, the average sales price was $768,351. This year in January 2018, at the end of it, the average sales price was only $736,783. And again, that is a drop of 4.1%. The media's got you believing that prices are coming down. I know this to be true because when I speak with lots of buyers, they're telling me they're going to hold on and see if the prices keep going down. Well, they're not. Let me explain. Last January, the prices did spike up, but they weren't that at the beginning of January. The numbers that I'm reciting here are the numbers that were coming up at the end of January. And now we're comparing it to this January. And what's important is that we actually look at the sales numbers, the average sales price of a home in GTA at the end of 2017. And that was $735,021. That's a far cry from the $768,351 that was reported at the end of January 2017. Now you take that December number of $735,021 and you compare it to the end of January 2018. Now, today, it's $736,783,000. In fact, the number is going up. It went up almost 0.25%, 0.2239%. So it's trending upwards, and that's what we foresee happening this year. We foresee the numbers going up ever so slowly slowly rising throughout the year. And by the end of the year, we're thinking that we might see the average sales price in and around the vicinity of $800,000 to $850,000. So once again, we're at the bottom. This is the time to start thinking about purchasing a property. They will increase ever so slightly throughout the year, so it's a positive time to get to do this. The next thing we need to look at is the days on market. In December of 2017, the average days on market was 27 days, and now at the end of January, it's 32 days. So that's an increase of 5 days, which means, basically it's taking a little longer to sell. There are more homes on the marketplace. Buyers are taking a little longer, but it's not dramatic. The last thing we want to consider is the months of inventory available to us. So what does that mean? If there were no more new listings on a marketplace, today, or I should say at the end of January, we had 2.96 months of supply. It would take 2.96 months to sell out every single last property in GTA if there were no more listings as of January 31st. 3 months on average is a balanced market. Anything less than 3 is a seller's market. Anything over 3, so if we had 4, 5, 6 months supply, that's a buyer's market. Prices will go down. Anything less than 3, so 2 months supply or 1.5 months supply or even a month supply as we had back in January of 2017, that would have been a seller's market and the prices go up. So to wrap it up, prices are starting to inch upward. It takes on average about 32 days to sell a home, which is just about average, and we have a balanced market. This should continue throughout the year, right to the end of the year. If you found this information helpful, please feel free to share it with family and friends. If you're thinking of buying or selling this year, please give me a call, 416-576-5234, and I'll be sure to go over all the details with you. Talk to you soon.